Guys, so for this tutorial I'm going to be using my size 4mm hook, my scissors and my measuring tape. So to get started, we are going to be working with the front and the back panel, and you're going to start by measuring where you want your sleeve to start from one arm to the other arm of your cuff. So if you want your sleeve to start from here, you're going to measure from this area round your shoulder, round your front shoulder down to your other arm to know where your sleeve is going to be stopping. So I'm just going to show you an example of what I mean. So I already did my front panel. The front and back panel are going to be the same thing. So this is the length I wanted. So this is one part of my sleeve, and it's going to go across my shoulder down to the other part of my arm. So that's where my sleeve is going to be stopping. You're just going to measure the front, and then so for the front panel I did a total of 106 chains, and you're going to do the same for the back panel. So I'm going to start by making a chain that's going to give me 160. So I did a total of 160 chains. Now for the first round, we're going to be working with the treble stitch. So I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put my first stitch into the 5th chain from the hook. So these 4 chains serves as our first treble stitch. Now to do the treble stitch, you're going to yarn over twice, and you're going to put your hook into the 5th chain from the hook. You're going to yarn over, you have 4 left. You're going to yarn over through the first 2, you have 3 left. Yarn over through the next 2, and you have 2 left, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. Yarn over twice and put your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through, you have 4 left. Yarn over and pull through the first 2, you have 2 left. Yarn over and pull through, you have 2 left. Yarn over and pull through. So I'm just putting 1 treble stitch in each stitch till I get to the end of this round. So chain 2 and put your hook into the next yarn over twice and put your hook into the next chain and pull through. Yarn over, you have 4 left on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2, you have 3 left. Yarn over and pull through the next 2, you have 2 left. Yarn over and pull through. So I'm just going to continue with 1 treble stitch till I get to the end of this round. I'm done with the first round, and I did 1 treble stitch in each stitch. Now for the second round, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to be working with double crochet for the second round. So this chain 3 serves as our first double crochet. I'm just going to put 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2, making it a total of 3 double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 1 and skip 1 chain and put 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains. So I'm going to skip the next chain and put 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to chain 1, skip 1 chain and put 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, skip 1 chain and put 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to continue with the pattern for the rest of the stitches for this round. So I'm going to chain 1 and skip 1 chain and put 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains. Chain 1, skip 1 chain, 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains. Chain 1, skip 1 chain and 1 double crochet in the next 3 chains. So I'm going to continue with this till I get to the end of this round. Okay, now I'm done with the second round, and I did 1 double crochet in 3 stitches and skipped 1 stitch, and 1 double crochet in 3 stitches. For the third round, I'm going to chain 4, and that's because we are switching back to the treble stitch. So I chained 4, and I'm going to skip the first chain and put 1 treble stitch in the next 3 stitches. So I'm putting 1 treble stitch on top of the double crochet stitches we did. Now we've gotten to this chain 1 space, and I'm going to go in with 1 treble stitch. So make sure to put 1 treble stitch in the chain 1 space. I'm going to continue with 1 treble stitch on these double crochet stitches. And 1 treble stitch in the chain 1 space. 1 treble stitch on the double crochet stitches. So I'm going in with 1 treble stitch on top of the 3 double crochet stitches. And 1 treble stitch in the chain 1 space. So I'm going to continue with this till I get to the end of the row. So we're just alternating between the treble stitch and the double crochet stitch. So for the next row, I'm going to repeat row 2, and then I'm going to alternate back to the treble stitch. So when I get to the end of this round, I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to put 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, chain 1 and skip 1 chain and continue. So we're just alternating between the first row and the second row till you get the length you want. But since I'm going to be switching my colors, I'm going to let you guys know how many rows I did for this color before we switch colors. So I'm just going to continue with 1 treble stitch in each stitch, and including the chain 1 stitch. So I'm putting 1 treble stitch in the double crochet stitches and in the chain 1 stitch. So like I said, when I get to the end of the third row, for the fourth row, I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to be repeating what I did for the second row. So I'm going to, when I get to the end of this third row, I'm going to chain 3 and put 1 double crochet in the first 3 chains and chain 1, and continue with 1 double crochet in the next 3 chain 1. So we're just going to be alternating between the first row and the second row. Okay, I did a total of 16 rows, alternating between our treble stitch and our double crochet mesh stitch. So I ended up in the double crochet stitch, the chain 1 and double crochet stitch. Now for the next row, I already switched my color, so I did 16 rows of this color. Now I'm going to be doing the same pattern, and the only difference is that I'm switching my color. So you can keep on using the same color. If you're using the same color, you can just continue with the same pattern, but I already switched my color, and since I ended up in the double crochet stitch, I'm going to chain 4 and do my treble stitch for the next row. So I'm just repeating the pattern I've been doing for the first 16 stitches, alternating between the treble stitch and the double crochet stitch. So I'm just putting one treble stitch in each stitch, and in the chain one stitch. So I just wanted to let you guys know how many rows I did for this color, and like I said, you can use one color or you can switch color like me, but yeah, I'm just going to continue with the pattern till I get the length I want, and then I'll let you guys know how many rows I did in total. Also, if there's anything you find difficult, you can leave a question down in the comment section and I'll explain better to you guys. Okay, so I'm done with the front and the back panel, and I did a total of 13 rows for this color for both the front and the back panel. So now to join the two panels together, we are going to mark off where you want your neckline to start from. So you're just going to place the front and the back panel and make sure you're putting them like they are well placed together, and then you mark off where you want your neckline to be. So I already did my neckline. I just marked off where I wanted my neckline to be, and then I stitched with one single crochet to join the front panel and the back panel together to form the sleeve. So I stitched this area and I stitched the other area down to the end, and I just left this hole in the middle to mark our neckline. Now moving on to the body of the poncho, I already used my stitch marker to mark off where I want the body area to be, because this is going to be the sleeves. These are going to be the sleeves. So this area is going to be where the body is going to be, and this is the neckline. So I'm going to show you guys how to stitch the sleeves. I didn't really show you guys how to do this area, but it's the same thing. So I'm just going to show you guys how to stitch the sleeves and have our hole in the middle for the body of the poncho. So I'm done stitching up this part of the sleeve, and this is where the body is going to be. Now I'm just going to stitch the other end, and I use my stitch marker to mark off this to end just so that it's going to be even. Now I'm just going to tie my yarn where my stitch marker is. And I'm going to stitch this other area to give us the second sleeve. So I'm just using one single crochet to stitch the two ends together. So since I already used my stitch marker to mark off where the body is going to be, now I'm just going to stitch the ends together. So I'm going to start from where the stitch marker is and stitch all the way down to the end. So I'm just going to use a stitch marker to join these ends together so that it's going to be even. So I'm going to tie my yarn to this area where the stitch marker is and stitch all the way down to this end to form the sleeve. So I'm just joining the two panels together with a single crochet. So I'm done stitching the two panels together. So this is the neck area and this is the lower body area, and this is the other sleeve. So that's all for it for this tutorial, and if there's any question you need to ask, you can leave that down in the comment section. I'm definitely going to reply you. So this is just an easy tutorial. Once you're done with the two panels, the front and the back panel, I think everything else is easy to follow. So thank you guys for watching this tutorial, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you.
We're gonna keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to